we had an opportunity to meet you at the Gluten-Free Expo that was in Pasadena a couple weeks ago, and we've been chomping at the bit to have you join us because I think what you're doing is really an amazing thing. Tell us a little bit about what the Well Amy's site is and the kinds of things people can find there.
Well, just to give the viewers a little background, I'm actually a mom of 2 children who are diagnosed with ADHD and autism. So I, just like many of your viewers, I've been down the path. And I've kind of tried to take the lessons that I learned from going down my personal journey and see if there's a way I could pay it forward to make the path easier for others. As we all know, there are many obstacles down that path and trying to heal our children. Mm-hmm. And so one of the ways that I thought I could help out was creating a market. And the market specializes in foods that meet a lot of the allergen needs that our kids have, as well as being healthy food.
Absolutely. And you know what, we're showing your website right now, and there's an amazing amount of resources there. But one of the things that we can do is go to the market on your site and see a plethora of different products that are available on the market. And you mentioned, you know, as a mom, you know, we have a lot of things to deal with once a child gets any kind of a diagnosis, while we're still worried about feeding them healthy. And then on top of that, we're driving all over the world to go to this supermarket and then go to OT and then go to speech. And I love the idea that I can go to your site and instead of having to go to 4 grocery stores, I can find the majority of what I need on your site and have it sent to me. And I think that makes great sense. So I congratulate you on that.
You know, we've all been there and done it. And, you know, you go to the grocery stores, you spend hours reading every single label. Mm-hmm. We know, unfortunately, product labels do change. Mm-hmm. And then there are times when I go to the same store I've been going to for 2 years, and all of a sudden they're no longer carrying the product that I know my kids really like.
Absolutely.
So the nice thing about being an online market is that, you know, we have unlimited shelf space. You know, I don't have to worry about, is this the most popular item? And I can really select the things I think our kids are really going to like.
Yeah.
What you may not realize, we actually taste tested everything.
Really?
Yeah, it took us about 15 months to actually go through 1,500 gluten-free items.
Wow.
And I can tell you, it is possible to eat too much chocolate in one day. Didn't think that could be possible, but we actually went through 1,500 gluten-free items, and we picked what we thought like the best in each of the categories. You know, I also know when kids have multiple allergies, yes, especially if you're soy-free or corn-free, those are really hard things to find in the grocery store because so many companies use those ingredients. So we really try to find things that are not only gluten-free and dairy-free, but soy-free and corn-free, as well as the other top, say, 16 allergens are the most popular.
Yeah, I really love it. And I'm just looking here on your market and some of the different categories here. First of all, on the website, you've got everything specified for you, and Amy's showing right now. I can go to body, I can go to family, I can go to food, health, home, and specials down the side. When I'm in food, I can go to baking, breakfast, drinks, healthy snacks, meal ideas, condiments, desserts and sweets, pasta, and then you're doing a lovely Oklahoma relief effort, which I think is fabulous. And I have this, you know, I love to grocery shop, and I go to the grocery store and I'll look at things, and like you said, I read the ingredients, and I'm frustrated so much of the time because now grocery stores have gotten this new lovely thing where they say, here's our gluten-free list. And even if it doesn't say gluten-free on it, you can look it up on this list. I can't even find it on the list, Amy. I spent an hour the other day in a store whose name we're all familiar with and was so frustrated because I said, I don't even know what category to look this up. What category do you have it in on this list? And the guy working there couldn't find it on the list.
Yeah, it definitely is frustrating. Like you said, I mean, you're already schlepping your kids from one OT and speech therapy and school and just having to go to multiple grocery stores. It just, you know, the one thing I think we as moms of kids don't really do is we don't take care of ourselves enough.
Yeah.
And it's okay to make your life a little bit easier.
It is.
I mean, quite frankly, you know, it's not exactly, you know, a birthday present, but it is kind of fun when you get a package and you at your door and it already has all the food in it that you need for the week.
Absolutely.
So
Just saving the gas is an amazing thing. So
Exactly.
you tasted all these products, and how did you choose which ones you were going to have on the website? Was there a criteria for taste and other things?
Yeah, it was kind of a blind taste testing. We got people from kind of all walks of life to come together. So it wasn't just, kids or moms, but it was also retired people, people who maybe weren't even gluten-free. And we really just wanted to see for them, you're not necessarily eating this food, but which ones do you think are like the best tasting? So they're going to be like the ones most similar to the foods we used to eat.
Yeah.
So if it was actually like a baking mix, it wasn't just the taste, it was also, the ease of preparation. How easy is it going to be to create this, whatever it is you're trying to make?
Okay.
And we looked at the ingredients. None of the products on our site have artificial ingredients.
Love
we
it.
definitely try to find things that are like non-GMO and organic, just because, again, they're going to be less toxic for our kids, and the purer the foods we can get in our kids, the healthier they're going to get. And at the end of the day, we said, what are the categories that people are most looking for? We're all looking for those healthy snacks we can give the kids after school, or what are the things that are easy to put in their lunch boxes, or if they've got birthday parties, what can I make? That the rest of the kids are going to like too.
Absolutely. And so there's so many things that are on your website. What things don't you include? What products don't you sell?
Well, so for right now, we focused on the food first. So if you go on the site right now, because we only launched about 6 weeks ago, we don't have our body care or healthcare products yet, but those will be added probably by the end of the summer.
Okay.
Getting ready for the fall flu season, we'll have some good things in place to help the kids out. But like I said, none of our products are going to have artificial ingredients or the artificial preservatives that are kind of more the typical products that, again, for our kids, those artificial ingredients can be toxic for them.
Well, I've been scrolling around while we're talking because I can't not, because there's so much exciting to see. And here's a perfect example of why you should use Well Amy. I've got it on the Breads from Anna page here. And these are the products I've told you guys about before. This banana bread mix right here, and there's also the pumpkin bread mix. There are so many different things that you can get on this website, but I tell you, the Breads from Anna stuff is to die for. When you brought up the example of you could feed this to other kids at a birthday party and they wouldn't even know that it's gluten-free, and by the way, doesn't have sugar. I feed this to people all the time, but I can't get it in Los Angeles. I have to go to Iowa to get it, or order it from you, or order it from Anna themselves. So what a great thing to be able to do for me to be able to order this. It's remarkable what you're doing. Okay, so what are some more special features about the site that are really helpful to parents and that are trying to feed their kids healthy?
Well, like I said, if you're fortunate that your child is, say, only gluten-free, you're probably in the minority. Most of our kids have multiple food allergens. And, again, there's more things you have to look at on those labels. But with our site, you can actually do a customized search.
Love it.
So you could go on, you can say, okay, I need to be gluten-free and soy-free and, dairy-free and egg-free and nut-free. And it will actually go through the entire database and tell you the products that meet your criteria. And there's no other site that does that.
It's amazing that you do that, because that makes it so much easier. Now, talk to me a little bit about shipping, because a lot of times people say, well, I love to order things online, but then when it gets to the shipping, I don't know why, because we pay for gas to go different places and do things, and we don't factor it into the cost of the price. But when you see the actual cost of shipping things, sometimes it gives one pause. So what is your shipping like?
So the shipping, and have all the viewers, write this down. We do have a code that you can use to get free shipping no matter what the size of the order is.
I've got a pen ready. I'm going to write it down.
Okay. So it's GFAF, which stands for gluten-free, allergen-free.
Wonderful.
2013.
Okay.
So you can use that code and definitely get free shipping. But we always give free shipping on any order over $75.
Okay.
So, either you can stock up or you can share an order with a friend to get to $75. But even if it's under $75, shipping's only $8.99.
Okay.
So again, not too bad.
No, if you think of what it would cost to drive your car to the 4 different stores and the time it would take you to do it, that's amazing. But they can do a one-time on this code.
Yes.
Okay, so GFAF 2013, and that's a free shipping. So exactly. I would tell you, go to wellamy.com, shop around, look and see, but if nothing else, get yourself some of that breads from Anna. Now that's my favorite thing. What's your favorite thing, Amy?
Oh my gosh, there really are so many things.
I'm going to hold your feet to the fire. What's your favorite, must have? If everything else was gone and you could only have one thing from your site, or I'll give you 3. What would be the 3 things?
Well, I have to tell you chocolate.
Okay.
Not so much for the kids, but for the mom. I love a company called Alter Eco.
Oh.
Because all their chocolate, again, gluten, dairy, soy-free. It's also fair trade. It's organic, non-GMO. I mean, it's to die for.
Okay.
But for the kids, they love the crackers and the chips and the cookies. I mean, it's kind of really hard to pick one thing. But another thing I'll tell you, we always are trying to find ways to get fruits and vegetables into our kids.
Mm-hmm.
And we have actually a lot of dried fruits and vegetables on the site. So I would kind of check those out too. I mean, they actually are much better than you probably think they might be. There's a company called Matt's Munchies. And it's kind of like the flat fruit, the leathers.
Ooh.
But they come in very, very small squares. It's, again, very easy to just, put them in the kids'
I've got them up on the website right now, Matt's Munchies. They look good.
And another great product, because, again, a lot of kids are corn-free, is Mini Pops.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've heard about them, but they look like tiny popcorn.
Ooh.
But they're actually popped sorghum seeds as opposed to corn seeds.
Wow.
So they taste just like popcorn, but they're totally corn-free.
I love that. That's very cool. And so that would be under the popcorn and pretzels part of the website?
Exactly.
I'm going right there. And while she's been talking, I've been shopping through and finding the different things. And the ease of this site, you've done a very good job. Because I can find things very easily. Really amazing site. I hope that everybody will take a look. Go to wellamy.com and use that GFAF 2013 code. Get some free shipping. Try it out. I think you're going to see that life can be so much simpler than us driving around going to from grocery store to grocery store, and all very healthy.